What is going on, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global here, back with another video, and in this one, we are going to be talking about how news came out that the New England Patriots actually reached out to quarterback Alex Smith before he decided to retire. Now, this is all coming from Greg Bishop for those who do not believe this storyline, so this isn't something that I'm just coming out with, nor would I ever, but the Patriots are really trying to solidify that quarterback position. They're really trying to, make sure that going forward, QB is not going to be an issue for this team like it was during the 2020 season. A kind of a big reason why the team got so held back. Was it the only reason? No, but there, of course, was other reasons. The Patriots, of course, did also sign Cam Newton to a one-year deal. I do think this is something that they were, going to do either way. I believe they signed Cam Newton before they even reached out to Alex Smith, if I am correct. And one of the big things they did so was to give free agents peace of mind at where New England was going for that 2021 season, because no one's really going to want to sign with a team who they don't know is going to be their quarterback. Now, you might be wondering, if the Patriots did re-sign Cam Newton, why would they look to Alex Smith as another potential option? Well, like I said, the Patriots don't want another 2020 situation. And if you followed the Patriots at all this offseason, you would know that just because they signed Cam does not mean they're done. And this is something myself I've been telling you before free agency even started. The Patriots have done a plethora of, or at least we've come out with a plethora of different rumors on the Patriots and the quarterback position. Cam Newton, Jimmy Garoppolo. We've heard pretty much almost every single name when it comes to the upcoming 2021 draft when it comes to quarterbacks. We're now hearing about Alex Smith, and Bill Belichick and his staff even spent time scouting Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson, who, let's be honest, they had no opportunity to draft. Now, Alex Smith is an amazing player. He was a former number 1 overall pick, so the talent was always there with him. Came in, actually, believe it or not, by the 49ers, and then that is where he then kind of went to the Chiefs and then went to the Washington football team. 36 years old. He's up there in age. 36 really isn't that old for a quarterback in today's NFL. You look at Tom Brady, and he's just setting new records, not just at the quarterback position, but for NFL players in general. But the big reason with Alex Smith is that although he was 36, he was playing as if he was in his early to mid 40s, especially because of that injury that he faced that pretty much became almost a life-to-death situation, just a gruesome injury. For those who have not seen the video of it, first of all, where have you been? Second off, go ahead and check that video out, because he is lucky he got to even come back to the NFL, which, speaking of, he did win AP Comeback Player of the Year for the 2020 season. Now, I was a little surprised, but not too surprised when Alex Smith did retire. At the time, I did hear that the Jags were interested in him, but that was the only team that I heard that was reported in Alex Smith. So to me, I was like, all right, maybe he's retiring because he just wasn't getting a lot of interest from teams. And he doesn't want to go to the Jags where they don't have a great offensive line. They don't have good weapons. Again, he is still concerned with that broken leg he had just a year or two ago. Plus, they're going to be drafting Trevor Lawrence, so how long is he actually going to be with them? So that's kind of what I was considering when he retired was, the only team he probably got interest was with the Jags. Maybe he just kind of wanted to, stop while he was at it and just retired, go up on top with being comeback player of the year. Then news came out that he heard from the Patriots, the Eagles, the Colts, and the Jags. That is 4 teams he could have went to, all of which have pretty good pass. He had a pretty good selection there to pick from. The Patriots, of course, are the Patriots, a really good offensive line, upgraded weapons. The Eagles are another team that isn't terrible. The Colts could have been a really good team for him to go to. So clearly it wasn't that he didn't have interest from other teams or didn't have some plethora of a pool to pick from. He just genuinely wanted to back off from playing football. Now, I don't believe that if Alex Smith was signed that he would have been the future of the New England Patriots. Ultimately, I believe he would have came in and it would have been one of those situations where he's fighting for a job. I don't even believe if Cam Newton and Alex Smith were both in the same room that they would have been the only two quarterbacks. I could still see the Patriots drafting a quarterback, but then, essentially just letting these guys fight it out and see who's going to be their best option to win. I mean, this is something that I've said from day one the Patriots should do. They shouldn't just rely on Cam Newton to be their day one starter. Alex Smith also would have been a good option for the Patriots to go from the other spectrum of a Cam Newton. Now, even if they drafted a guy in the future, no matter if it was a classic pocket passer quarterback, whether it was a guy who was a scrambling quarterback, or whether it was a guy who had a mixture of both, the Patriots would have been in perfect position to help teach that young guy, or again, if the Patriots didn't even want to draft a quarterback, in a perfect position for the offense to go based on what Belichick wanted to do, because you're getting one spectrum of both sides. You're getting a guy who's mobile and plays the mobile game of football, and you're getting the guy who's a classic veteran pocket passer. Now, Smith didn't exactly play excellent this past season. I wouldn't say that his numbers are the reason that, he won Comeback Player of the Year. I think the fact that he shouldn't have been walking. He should be paralyzed right now, and the fact that he was playing football this past year is more than deserving of Comeback Player of the Year, despite on what his numbers say. I think if someone like Ryan Shazier came back to football, no matter how he played, no matter how poorly or great he played, he's someone who likely would have won Comeback Player of the Year, because if you're able to come back from something that huge, there's no way anyone's going to be able to beat you out of that. This past season, he appeared in 11 games for the Washington football team. Actually, I misread that, guys. I'm sorry, that's my bad. He appeared in 8 games for the Washington football team, in which he started in just 6 of those. While he was a starter, he brought the Washington football team to a record of 5-1. He had a total of 252 pass attempts with 168 completions for a 66.7 completion percentage with 1,582 yards, 6 touchdowns averaging 2.4 yards per throw, and 8 interceptions. Again, those numbers clearly do not jump off to. I also think that if you're Alex Smith, when pressure comes, you're going to get worried. He's not going to be much of a scrambling quarterback at this point. And don't get me wrong, I think that is rightfully so. But in the end, it is a game, and a lot of money is relying on these guys to play the game and play it at a high level. So if he's not able to do so, chances are his career is going to be on the downslope. So again, I think it comes back to him just stopping while he is at probably the most thing he's going to get closest to top, as he did this past year. I think his main purpose would have been to come in and have been a mentor. I think that would have been the perfect role for him. That's what he did with Patrick Mahomes. And no matter who the Patriots drafted, I think that he would have been a excellent mentor, especially with Cam Newton alongside of him. But unfortunately, that did not happen. But what we can take from this, despite the move not happening, is the fact that the Patriots, despite signing Cam Newton, were still looking into signing another quarterback, more specifically a veteran quarterback. So this is something to continue to watch. We'll have to see if the Patriots decide to make any trade signings or just pick up another quarterback in this year's draft. But I'd be very surprised for them to be done adding to the quarterback position, especially after this news. Now, before we end this one off, I do want to talk about the sponsors of this video, BetOnline. Now, BetOnline has the fastest and the easiest ways to bet on all of your sports action. As we all know, football is over, but NBA, college basketball, and the NHL are a full swing. BetOnline even covers awards, TV shows, and reality TV, along with real-time updated odds and props on almost anything you can imagine. BetOnline also has you covered for all of the awards, TV shows, and reality TV, and it is the best way to place your bets. Plus, it's completely free to sign up. All you guys got to do is head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% off welcome bonus on your first deposit. This is BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. Do not sit on the sidelines anymore. Get in with the action, and do not forget to use that promo code CLNS50 to receive a 50% off welcome bonus on your first deposit. The New England Patriots had interest in signing former free agent quarterback Alex Smith. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section below. Remember to leave a very big like on this video. It truly and significantly helps me along with the YouTube algorithm out, along with subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell notification if you have not already. But like always, I appreciate each and every single one of you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.